Hello, my friends. This is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Uh, Kind of gusty winds out here. It's been sunny for most of the day, except and now it seems like clouds are moving back in, but it's still very cool. I think 68 today for the low and 82 for the high. So quite a little range there, but it's real windy. Uh, I've seen several videos done about people got scammed by their spouse or girlfriend. Uh, he thinks that the guy is letting his little head do his thinking instead of his big head. Uh, Now, for those of you who want to buy a house, uh, you certainly can if you have the finances to do so. Uh, so, but if you want to be somebody that just moves around from every year or something, or every 6 months, then you're probably better off uh, renting a house or condo. But if you want to own one and you want to be left to her, your spouse, uh, in the future, you certainly do so, but you got to be very careful about it. Um, my wife trimmed my mustache up. Looks like she trimmed more off of this side than she did this side. But anyway, there are certain things that you can do to make sure you're getting a good title, clear title, and know who you're buying from. Uh, and if you're wanting to buy a lot, you can buy one in many different gated communities all over the place, from all different price ranges. Uh, so keep that in mind. Uh, if you do just buy the lot, you'll need to find a builder. Now that's where it can sometimes get tricky. Uh, a lot of the gated communities have a set of people that build their houses for. Uh, no matter what you do, you got to select a builder. Go and look at some of his homes that he's built. Uh, a reputable company would have no problem with you doing that. So look at houses that he's built uh, and ask some of the owners if they have any problems with their builder when building a house. Okay. Also, here in the Philippines, it takes a long time to build a house, as long as a year. They'll probably tell you a year to build it, so you got to keep that in mind. Uh, you're probably going to have to live somewhere, rent an apartment or condo uh, nearby, and go and watch them build it. Spend time. Uh, I know myself, the house was almost built, almost complete. About 80% wasn't. And of course, Maida had this vision of what our kitchen was going to be. And so the original kitchen there was kind of torn out and better quality wood. And She added on a kitchen island with a granite countertop, and so and then but we didn't have any windows in here. We moved in. That's real interesting too. But we had a custom built windows and window shades, and we got to pick out which one we wanted and all that. Uh, so it's going to take you a while before you're going to be able to move in. Now there are good builders here. My friend James Tanner, or my PI Dream, uh, his first builder didn't quite fulfill the needs that he had wanted, and he followed them every day. He was there at the work site when they were building it, and he also has built houses himself, so he knew what he wanted. But and then he and his wife went back to South Carolina where they lived, and we're going to stay there for a while. And this builder was supposed to finish his house. The builder never really did anything, and but he ended up getting it built, and turned out to be pretty nice. But here is 5 years, 6 years later, he's having to redo, spiff it up again. You get a lot of rain here. You get some earthquakes, a little shaking going on. And so you got to keep in mind that you're going to have to do some work after you've lived there for a couple of years. We've had to do all kinds of stuff here. So remember, your expenses are going to be a little higher with keeping things up the way you want them. He also found a really good contractor. He's also done some additions for him. His pavilion was built by them, and I think their swimming pool was built by them. It's Caribbean construction, and they build houses all around this area. So if you're wanting in this area, I would highly recommend them, and he will too. I think you've had experiences in the U.S. They build the code and build quality houses. So you got to be careful with that. You go look at their houses that they built and take a look at them. Ask the owners what kind of problems they may have had in building it. And it's good for you to come out and be around when they're building on it. We moved into ours when it was 80%, so we were around here a little bit. And we got to make our own selections and stuff, and chose our appliances, and I would recommend that you do that too. And title to when you sign that contract, before you sign it, have a lawyer look at it. Have them investigate a little bit, do a little research. And it's not going to cost you $10,000 or anything like that. They're much cheaper here, maybe $1,000. And you'll be a lot safer if something happens. So whether you want to rent, that's fine too. Just I don't like moving that much. I like having my place and staying there, and then I'll go off on trips like the vow we did just recently. Uh, and you wanted to make sure that roof is attached very firmly because we do get typhoons around, and I would hate to see my roof fly off my house. So I don't think so. I think they did a fairly decent job with that. Uh, I've had a leak in the roof and had to get somebody up there and try to stop that. So that happened some too. So yeah, you do have expenses owning a house, and but it's worth it, especially if you find a place like this with all these plants and stuff that I have here. Uh, so just be careful. One, be sure to get to be around your wife or your fiance for a long time. I told mine we're going to date before we have to see how we are together, and we did that. And for about a year or two, yeah, a couple of years, and I knew her pretty well, and she knew me pretty well, and I trusted her, and I trust her family. Uh, so don't rush into things so quickly. I know that's hard when that little pecker's hard, but uh, do so, and you'll be a lot better off. And so, if you want to buy a house, I'll be glad to help you. If you're interested in this area, there are some. I noticed some realtors have put up, uh, did videos of some houses that they have for sale on YouTube, so you might check those out. And wish you all the best. Uh, I like having this house. It's my home base. I do like my short visits to other places in the Philippines, but I'm always glad to be back home, back with my dogs, as Venus is wandering around here. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps you. And as I say, I'll be glad to help you any way I can. And except I'm not going to loan you the money for. I'm not going to finance your house for you. You got to do that. All right, that's about it. Uh, take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Take care of your pets. Adios, amigos and amigas. Till tomorrow.